I really got to do something about that intro. Today we're talking about trans fats. More specifically, we're talking about hydrogenated oils and partially hydrogenated oils. So those are the trans fats which really most of the concern is around. So trans fats that come from processing are very different than the naturally occurring trans fats and saturated fats. So it was always looped in with these other fats, the naturally occurring trans fats and saturated fats. Okay? And what we found is that these synthetically made hydrogenated oils, which are trans fats, we found that they are very, very bad for the body, even in as little as 1% of your caloric intake coming from them. So there's basically no debate at all whether these are good for us or bad for us. There is no debate. And many first world countries on earth have already banned them or are in the process of banning them. Why are they used? Well, they're really a cheap way to produce a fat that's solid at room temperature that can really act like lard or like butter when it comes to cooking. Why do they make it? It's way, way cheaper than getting lard or butter for food companies to use. So what they do, they just use the hydrogenated oil. It's so much cheaper, it saves them so much money, and it has so much shelf life that basically the products made with it almost never go bad. So it's in a ton of things, it has so many uses, but it's very, very harmful for the body. And you know, they basically just threw it out there. Oh, let's see what happens. Oh my God, oh, people are dying. What do? Let's make all these studies and see what the problem is. Well, no, yet the problem to begin with was this synthetically made fat, which was made. All these food companies bought it up, and now it's in a ton of food. So it could be found in almost any kind of pastry. It could be found in almost every kind of frozen bread, like frozen pizza. It's found in pie crusts, and I hate to break it to you, it's found in pop-tarts too. So put down those pop-tarts. It's also found in donuts. I know, it sucks. It's found in donuts. So what do we do here? What do we do from here? Well, if you do want to eat something sweet or something tasty, you can always pay a little bit more premium and get those pastries that are made with real butter. So those pastries that are made with real butter have naturally occurring trans fats, which there still is some little bit of a debate whether they're bad for us or not, but in some studies, these naturally occurring trans fats have shown to be okay for us and sometimes even beneficial. So I wouldn't worry too much about the naturally occurring trans fats as long as you're eating them in moderation, but I would 100% worry about these synthetically processed trans fats known as hydrogenated vegetable oil, partially hydrogenated vegetable oil. So look out for those in your ingredients. If you're on a cheat day, do me a favor, put the donut down and maybe grab some whole cream ice cream. Why don't you just eat that instead? You know, a whole cream ice cream made with like 5 or less ingredients. Just enjoy that and eat it in moderation. That's all you got to do. Just eat something else instead. And if every day is a cheat day for you, go ahead, go crazy, eat the whole tub of ice cream. It's not my body, right? Sometimes if you look at the back of the food label, there's a section that says trans fats, and it'll say 0 grams. However, they could be very, very sneaky with these food labels. So sometimes when it does say 0, there could actually be trans fats in there. If you really want to find out how to read food labels and make sure you're not eating any trans fats, like this video, post a comment down below, and I'll go over how to actually read these food labels properly and know if you're eating any trans fats.